Morning lads. Managed to get myself another couple of hours out today. It's about 6:15 in the morning. I've just parked up, had myself a quick cup of coffee, got myself changed, back on the stable shoot. Just thought I'd try it first thing in the morning as opposed to late afternoon like I did the other day, and it's already proved worthwhile getting out. I'll just turn the camera around. Actually, maybe I don't need to, but there we go. Managed to get myself a nice rabbit. First kill with the Mark III. Absolutely chuffed. Just down there through that gate. That's the shed where I was sitting the other day on the other video. There is actually a couple of rabbits just behind that gate, just to the left behind the bushes. I'm going to have me a stalk down here now and see if I can try for a couple of them. Speak to you later. Alright lads, I had me a little bit of a stalk up the top there by the gate, by the shed. There was two rabbits just the other side of that gate. Unfortunately I couldn't get a clear shot through the edge. So I've just picked the rabbit up, put him back in the car, and I've headed round on the other way of the shoot. Probably the way that I normally come actually. Lots and lots of pigeons again in the trees. Couple of rabbits down on the track, lots of rooks. As I say, I'm just sitting down, have me a smoke in a minute, and we'll see if I can wait for something to come in. I'll just give you a quick look at where I am. You see it all on the last video really, but this is a bit of a different view of it, I suppose. So this is the bank. You get pigeons in all of these trees here. Just to give you a rough idea of distance, that one there straight in front, that one there, that is as near as, damn it, 55 yards from where I'm sitting. So that's a bit of a good marker. If anything lands in the tree next to it, that puts it well within range. As I say, this is the area where they build the bonfires and things like that, burn all the old wood, and it provides quite a bit of cover. So there's a lot of squirrels around in this part as well. Hopefully something will present a shot. As I say, I'm more than happy already. Had the first kill with the Mark III. I'd only been here about 10 or 15 minutes, so all looking good. Speak to you again, mate. Alright lads, I'm being a little bit quiet because just in front, underneath all these dead trees, and that one there, that bank there is absolutely full of warrens. It has been for years, but never used to see that many in there. I've just come over the bridge, which is just past that tree all down there, and as I come over that hill there, I looked across and I saw 4 rabbits just chasing each other around. I didn't have a direct approach from there, so what I did, I came across the top of the bank. I've worked my way down, and I'm in the place where I was sitting on the last vid. And as you can see, it overlooks those absolutely perfect. It's only about 20 yards, 25 yards. As I say, I'm going to have a sit down and see if they do come back out. Hopefully I'll nail one of them. Right then, I've sat here, I've waited for about half hour or so, 40 minutes. Nothing showed itself. Nothing's landed in the trees above me. So I'm going to carry on, have me another little bit of a mooch around. It's a lovely day. They forecast a bit of rain for later, but I'll be gone by then, so as I say, I've only got a couple of hours. Got about 3/4 of an hour, 50 minutes left before I got to head off. Just thought I'd show you the lovely Mark III. And there she is in all her glory. So I've been doing a little bit of oiling on the stock. It has darkened it up lovely, and you can see some of the grain there. I used the oil that a mate of mine made up for me. I don't know what it was, but it's the same stuff I did the S10 stock with that I made. As you can see, it darkens it up lovely, takes a lot of the shine off. Well, there's no shine on it at all actually, and it really does bring the grain out nice. Lovely matte finish. Let's say we've got the rosewood caps and the white line spacers. Same at the end there. There's the so-called pre-silencer. The barrel actually stops, oh, hang on, let me think. Yeah, the barrel stops about there. So you've got approximately 3 inches, just hollow tube, and it does a decent job, to be honest. I have got a silencer coming, a Wildcat Cub I think it is, bargain, knockdown price. Couldn't really say no for what he was asking. That should be coming this week. Hopefully it'll be here by the weekend, so I can get that on. But what I do plan on doing, as I say, I mean it's only a 5-inch silencer, but 5-inch on the end of the gun for me is a little bit much. I like the short style. So I did have a word with a guy on the BBS, and this actual barrel shroud, it is just a tube and you can turn it, it's loose. 4 grub screws, 2 this side, 2 at the back. This just slides off. Shroud slides off. You can actually cut the shroud down a couple of 3 inches. This in turn brings the pre-silencer back, so it finishes just about half an inch to an inch above the filler cap, and the silencer on top of there. I'm only going to be looking at gaining maximum of 2 inches. Hopefully the silencer will do the job, it'll be nice and quiet. If not, I ain't worried. I've modded a few silencers in my life. Some work, some don't. But as I say, for the price that I've paid for it, you know, even if I cut it up and it don't work, I've only lost a little bit of money, so not too bad at all. So a little bit of the trees there. There's a stream again. There must have been 30 ducks on this stream this morning. When the season's around, I do take a few because the landowner asks me to. I know some people say they ain't much sport, and I'd agree with you. In towns, parks, canals, things like that where people feed them, but over here they are very, very wild, and they are gone. 200 yards and they see you, they're gone, they're up, they're flying. They are a very difficult quarry down here. I know some people might not agree with ducks, but as long as you're close enough, as long as the range is reasonable, sensible, a good headshot, we'll see them dead. As I say, I'm just going to head back up over there. So that's a good tree. There's always pigeons in it when you come walking over. Obviously by the time you get here you spook a few. Sometimes you get a shot, sometimes you don't. But no matter how long you sit here, under cover, under all these dead trees here, they never seem to come back. Just one of those things, I guess, I don't know. Crafty birds, as we all know. Anyway, I'm going to head off. I'll speak to you again later, guys.